we're still in this space, even though they put up this little sign, stairs closed. Well, shout out to Amelia. She came and shoveled the stairs so we could get up here. They don't want us in this space, why they put up this gigantic fountain, maybe? I'm not sure what it is, because we fill this space when we're out here protesting, but we're out here anyway, in spite of, because they're not going to stop us by what they're structuring and putting up in this space. We don't care. We're coming anyway, right? We don't care about the sign. We don't care about this. We just move it. We take it down as we shut it down. Absolutely. That's what we do. So, I'm going to bring up Trey Hart-Cruz, who just does not stop. I don't even know if he sleeps. He just does so much in the community aside from Black Lives Matter, and he spearheaded the St. Paul Reparations. So he is just doing some amazing work out here. He's done drives, coat drives for the youth and for children. He did community farming when he didn't even know how to farm, but he figured it out because the kids needed to learn. And he did that, for the community. He's organized national night out events in Frogtown, and he is a regular radio host on a local Frogtown radio. You can hear him on, plug yourself,
WFNU.org and www.blacktvs.com. Every Sunday at 8 p.m.
He's been doing that for years, highlighting stories in the community for people who don't have a voice and can't get their truth told. So he's doing great work. So actually, it kind of seemed like a long introduction. I usually don't go that long, but it's not, because I'm not even telling you the whole repertoire of the work that he's done. So Trey Hart-Cruz, come on up.
Give a big shout out to Monique Kohler's Dottie. Stands up for all stolen lives across America. Give her a big round of applause. We got Kim Handy Jones in the house. We got Loretta Van Pelt in the house from TCC for J. Louis Tran, a great independent news media, always covering social justice issues in our community. No good cops in a racist system.
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 Now, since there's no good cops in a racist system, imagine if the slaves back in the day said they want to reform slavery. We would still be in slavery today. Imagine if we said we just want to reform racist and corrupt institutions. We would still be oppressed today, and we still are oppressed today because these systems are oppressive and exploitive, and they harm Black lives. But if we're going to continue to have police, then we have to have some measures in place. Like we want to end the 1033 grant program, which gives weapons from the Pentagon to police departments to use on peaceful protesters like you and me. Somebody say that ain't right.
That ain't right.
We also want the police to carry insurance like doctors carry insurance. They don't want bad drivers on the road. We don't want bad cops on the police force. We also want to end the statute of limitations so we can go back 20, 25 years and hold killer cops accountable all throughout the state of Minnesota. So I'm not gonna speak real long, but we also know we need to ban no-knock warrants. And we also have to hold the city of Minneapolis accountable because they told us that they were going to ban no-knock warrants. However, they have done over 100 no-knock warrants since the murder of George Floyd. Somebody say that's that bullshit.
That's that bullshit.
We also want the chief of police, the interim chief of police, to resign tonight. We also need to have a serious discussion about Jacob Fry, but his leadership is Freyish, So we want to have a conversation about if he should continue on, okay? He needs to be fired. How many of you believe that Jacob Fry should step down? Let me see ladies and gentlemen. That's democracy. democracy in action.
Yes.
Black lives
Matter!
Black lives
Matter!
Black lives
Matter!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
Give yourselves a big round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want you to take a look at this artwork here. Trey, can you come back over here? Trey's my co-host, so I don't know where he's going, but look at this beautiful artwork. This is painted. This wasn't printed out. This is some great work. And so Empress is up here with us. Amir Locke, I'm going to hold this for you. Let people see your face. Come on. Anyway, our sister, she did a great job. I know this took some time, so this is amazing. So thank you for coming up here and having that. This is beautiful, because we got to make sure, right, that we're remembering these officers who were involved in killing George Floyd, and they are having a trial right now downtown St. Paul. And Black Lives Matter Minneapolis has had three, how many? Oh, we had 2 caravans going down to protest at the federal building. So we got to remember, I'm so glad you brought that up, we just definitely have to remember, these men are guilty as hell, right? Guilty as hell. You can't sit there and participate in someone else's death and think that you're going to get away with it. Not in 2022, not in 2021, this is a new day, right? This is the dawn of a new day, and we're demanding justice, and we're getting justice. So, next, I think I'm going to bring up our sister Loretta Van Pelt. Woo! Let's give Loretta Van Pelt a hand. So, I think I sent her a text message about 2:30 today. Hey, can you come on top? So, she's an organizer with Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. She's been putting in excellent work and long hours for years now. And this is the work she did and even sacrificed. She has 2 beautiful twins, and she'd come out and the twins would be out with her, right? That didn't quite sound right, did it? The twins. But her twins would be out with her. And hey, she just kept it moving. She didn't miss a meeting. We meet every week. She's dedicated, she's loyal, and she is just so informed and well-versed on what is happening with police accountability, about I'm going to say, capitalism, yes. Capitalism, white supremacy. So Loretta Van Pelt, let's give her a warm hand for welcome.
So I wrote a Facebook post a couple days ago thinking about not just Amir Locke, but all the other people, all the other black folks who died just being in their house, whether they were sleeping or just enjoying their night in their home. I think of Botham Jean. Say his name! I think of Ayanna Stanley Jones, the little 7-year-old girl who was killed on her grandmother's couch. Say her name! I think of Breonna Taylor, killed in almost the same manner as Amir Locke. Say her name! Breonna Taylor! I think of Tatiana Jefferson, who was killed in her home. Say her name! Tatiana Jefferson! I think of so many others. I probably haven't listed all of them. But what happens now, we can't even chill and sleep in our own homes without being killed? It's upsetting to me. It makes me think I live in an apartment. Somebody's just gonna come in my apartment and kill me too? Enough is enough of this. They gotta be tired of it too. We are out here night after night, day after day, demanding justice. And the people in that building have never listened to us. No. But we're making them listen, aren't we? We made them listen. We're gonna make them listen. Because Jacob Fry, he's got to go. I'm not talking a hearing or anything. He's got to be fired. Everyone in this city has no vote of confidence in his leadership in Minneapolis anymore. The same with Amelia Huffman. She's got to go too. She's got to be fired. Not resign. They got to be fired. Yeah. She should never be a cop again. The judge in the case, he's got to go. Cahill, he's got to go. He thought he did us a solid with Chauvin. No, he didn't. He didn't do us a solid with Chauvin. I'm so sorry. It's just,
they all gotta go. They all gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah.
They all gotta go.
I'm happy to see everyone out here tonight. I'm happy that everyone came and everyone's coming out and continuing to coming out, because it isn't, we can't, sitting at home and hoping someone else does this work does not work. It takes all of us. It takes everyone in the community to say enough is enough. It takes every one of us to do something. And you join these groups, BLM Twin Cities, BLM Minnesota, Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. We're all doing this work to make sure that another Amir Locke never happens again, another George Floyd never happens again, another Jamar Clark never happens again, not another Marcus Golden, not another Fong Lee, that this never happens again. Because what we're fighting for is that to end policing as we know it. We're fighting for what we're fighting for. Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar is for community control of the police. We're fighting for that we have a say in what happens in our communities. It's not just going to be some no teeth board. We're going to be investigating the cops. We're going to, if they so much as spit wrong, they're going to be fired. They're going to be fired, and we're going to say they can never police in our community again. Okay. And so that's all I have to say. I'm not going to keep y'all long. Thank you all so much for coming out again. Keep coming out. Keep fighting, because like Melrose said, when we fight, we win.
Power to the people! Power to the people!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
For who?
Amir Locke!
For who?
Amir Locke!
For who?
Amir Locke!
That's right. Trey Hart. You want to introduce my speaker?
Coming up next, we got BLM's very own Brandon Tulick. Give him a big round of applause.
So yeah, what I want to say first, when we think about the murder of Amir Locke, we need to correct the narrative that they put out from the jump. Not only did they call him a suspect, not only did they try to criminalize him with his weapon, what we need to realize is it didn't matter if he had a criminal record or not. It didn't matter, even if he was a legal gun owner or not. That death squad went into that apartment looking to kill a man. And we have to think, maybe they thought the person they were looking for on whatever warrant was Amir, and that's why they killed him. Because that explains that first narrative, suspect, 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 4 times in the first press conference. They probably didn't realize until after, we shot the wrong black person. They probably didn't realize till after, oh, we really got to cover our tracks now. They probably didn't realize until after who Amir Locke was. We didn't realize until after who he was, how he lived. We didn't meet his family until after. But then they realized they made a mistake. They realized they made a mistake, and so they tried to cover it up with the lies. They tried to cover it up with the narrative. They tried to cover it up by placing blame over here or placing blame over there. And when the questions got tough, They ran away from the mic. When they didn't have any answers that made sense anymore, they ran into hiding. Because there's no way to justify the steps that they took in the warrant, the steps that they took when they lied about how they executed the warrant, and the steps that they took when they executed Amir. There's no way for them to justify it. And again, let me reiterate, it didn't matter if Amir Locke had a criminal record or not. It didn't matter if Amir Locke was on that warrant. Those police officers had no business storming into anyone's dwelling where they live asleep within 9 seconds. And for every sign that says 9 seconds, you gotta cross off that 9 and put 3 or 2, depending on how you see the video. I would say 2. Because how long was Amir Locke alive before they decided to take his life? When you get kicked out of your sleep, and then it's ironic that you wake up in the nightmare. He was probably having a sweet dream, but being a black man in America, you kicked and woken up into the nightmare of the reality of being a black body, a black person in these United States. He was having his peaceful dream and was woken up into this ugly nightmare. And what we need to realize when we come out here and when we protest and when we pull up, that the only way things are going to get done is by upping the pressure. Okay? When we talk about how do we get these elected officials, how do we get the people of this city uncomfortable, we have to share our discomfort with them. When we pull up to Amelia Huffman's house, she has to feel that pressure. When we pull up to elected officials' house, when we pull up to Mayor Fry's house, he has to feel that pressure. People who have felt comfortable their whole lives, people who have felt comfortable in the system, need to share our discomfort before they feel the need to do anything. So that's what we need to keep doing. And I'm not gonna apologize if y'all watched the protest the other night when we pulled up at Amelia Huffman's house and some little white lady felt that she needed to be a little white lady. I'm not gonna hold my tongue. If there's bullshit in my face, I'm gonna call it out. Because like I said, she has felt comfortable in her neighborhood her whole life. But when we show up demanding justice for a brother who was taken unjustly, now she's a little uncomfortable. She felt comfortable enough to come into that protest and start asking questions and interjecting herself. Nah, lady, go sit your ass down. That's not gonna fly in front of my face, ever. Ever. The only way that lady, me and that lady, can have equality is if she is as equally uncomfortable as I am in this country. Like I said, people need to feel uncomfortable. People need to feel the fire. Because if you can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. But not only that, people don't think they're in a space where they need to feel the heat. So we're gonna bring that fire to you. We're gonna bring that fire to you in whatever way we see fit until you get a glimpse of the life that I've had to live, until you get a glimpse of the way that black people have been treated, until you get a glimpse of the way that Native, Indigenous, Asian, queer, trans people have been treated in this country. So we got to up the pressure, turn the heat up, make them feel the fire, and the truth will bring us home.
That was the truth. And another thing that came out today, the St. Paul police, made a statement saying that they found the individual that they were looking for with the warrant that ended up taking Amir's life. Now, that warrant was actually for property, but there was another warrant, I guess, related to an individual. But who asked them? We weren't concerned about that. We're not concerned about who they were looking for because we don't even know what that person did. Talking about it was a murder, we don't know what it was because the police lied. We can't trust them. So what we're concerned about is why the St. Paul police allowed the Minneapolis Police Department, knowing their history, why they allowed a no-knock warrant in the first place. That's why we'll be in St. Paul tomorrow. And also, in St. Paul, we're going to remember and we're going to be lifting up the name of Geno Smith, who was killed, I think, in 2016 in a no-knock warrant raid where the police bust into his home, shot his dog, then shot Geno, and said he was armed, and then we later found out he was not armed. The only witness that was there, who was not part of the warrant, also was taken into custody and held for 5 days because she was the witness. So we're going to be lifting him up as well. We'll lift him up as well. So thank you all again for being out here. I'm just so excited that we're going to be out here in the streets demanding justice for Amir. So when I say black lives, you say matter. Black lives 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 matter. That's right. Every day of the week, Black Lives Matter.
I got one thing to say. I got one thing to say. Okay?
We got Pamela Williams in the building. Black lives. Black lives. Black lives. Black women. Black women. Black youth. Black youth. Black elders. Black elders. Black women. Amir Locke. Amir Locke. Amir Locke. George Floyd. George Floyd. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Marcus Golden. Marcus Golden. Ardell Sherrill. Ardell Sherrill. Ardell Handy. Ardell Handy. Give it up for Pamela Williams.
Man, this has been, my heart is just pumping so crazy right now. Black lives matter. All of our lives matter. Okay? All of our lives matter. Let's chant that one. All of our lives matter. I'm here representing everybody who's here. And what I see is a dream that Dr. Martin Luther King had. I marched in the 60s. I was there when we were fists in the air. Put them up! Put them up! I was there when we were chanting power to the people. Okay? I was there when we were chanting say it loud. I ain't hear y'all. Say it loud. I'm here today in 2022 when we are chanting, say his name. Say his name. Say it with strength and power. Put them fists in the air. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know, that's all I have to say. But, no, there's one more thing. There's one more thing I have to say. For all of us that are out here marching in the cold, all of us need to be inside of this building when they're signing those new laws, when they're having those meetings in our community centers, when only 10 of us show up. We all need to show up. Out here, us yelling and screaming, it ain't doing nothing for us. We need to be inside because we need that paper trail. Y'all feel that one? My girl said, okay, I'm out. I love y'all. Peace and love.
Thank you, sis. Oh, here's your sign, honey. Here's your sign. Don't forget your sign. Yes, Black Lives Matter. We know Black lives don't matter until all lives matter. That's right. Native lives matter. Let's do some solidarity with Native lives. When I say Native lives, you say matter. Native lives? Native lives? Native lives? Native lives? Usually Native lives matter. They're out here with us in solidarity. Come on up! Come on up! Come on up! That's my family. Come on up. Let's hear from Native Lives Matter. This bright light is here. I didn't know they were here. All right, come on in. Native lives. Native lives. Whose land? Whose land? Black lives. Black lives. Something that was said in a rally when George Floyd was killed by Brother Marquise was that our land was stolen from us, and y'all people was stolen from y'all land, and with that, this is our fight together. And I'm up here to say Native Lives Matter will always stand in solidarity with Black Lives Matter, because this shit ain't gonna stop until we stop it. That shit ain't right what they did to them, man. They killed them in not even any close to a minute. We demand that bitch ass officer needs to be fired immediately. That big bitch gotta go. And Fry's bitch ass need to get the fuck out the office too. Sitting up here shedding them fake ass crocodile tears when George Floyd was killed. But now you up here lying about this, and you got Amir Locke up in the sky with George. You ain't stopping shit. You only promoting it. You need to get your police officers in check. I'm not a political person, but if I remember correctly, when they voted him in, that other little thing, they gave him more control over the police. That shit ain't right. That's that bullshit. They gotta go. Amir Locke, if your family is watching this, we stand in solidarity with you. Our deepest condolences to you and yours. Say his name!
Amir Locke!
Say it louder!
Amir Locke!
Say it prouder!
Amir Locke!
Who they kill?
Amir Locke!
Justice for
Amir Locke! Amir Locke! Amir Locke!
We're back.
Amir Locke! Amir Locke! Amir Locke! Amir Locke! Amir Locke!
Thank you so much. So that's how we just pick up. One person jumps off, someone else picks up. We got it going on. Yeah, absolutely. So I also want you to know that this is the family of not only Billy Hughes, but also Phil Quinn and another brother named, his nickname's Chicken Wing. I can never remember his real name. Dante Lorite. All three of them were killed by law enforcement in the same family. All three. So they stand up with Black Lives Matter every day, and we stand with them. We are family. We are all united and connected. So we just want to do a little chant and lift them up in this space too, because that's a lot. 3 people in one family killed by law enforcement. 2 of them killed by St. Paul police. 1 killed by Derek Chauvin. So when I say Billy, you say Hughes. Billy.
Hughes.
Billy.
Hughes.
Billy.
Hughes.
Billy.
Hughes.
When I say Phil, you say Quinn. Phil.
Quinn.
Phil.
Quinn.
Phil.
Quinn.
Phil.
Quinn.
When I say chicken, y'all say Wang. Chicken.
Wang.
Chicken.
Wang.
Chicken.
Wang.
I'm gonna get his name one day. I don't remember his first name one day, but. And I will say this. He liked chicken wing. And you know what? When we were out protesting at Derek Chauvin's house, someone had his name written out on Derek Chauvin's driveway. They had chicken wing. And the lady came up to me and said that was her cousin. So we started chanting for chicken wing outside Derek Chauvin's house before he was fired and arrested, charged, prosecuted, and convicted. But that's why we protest, right? Because we know when we're in the street, we make the difference. When we don't fight, we don't win. And so when we are in the street, we make the difference. We absolutely do. And I want to say this is the difference between Black Lives Matter and people who are fighting community crime. It's not called black on black crime. And if you hear somebody say this is what they do, they fight black on black crime, then they shouldn't be doing it anyway because they don't understand it's community crime. So when we fight and we're in the streets, we are putting pressure on the system to charge these killer cops. When people are killed in community crime, when those people are caught, they are prosecuted. They are convicted. Those families don't deal with what our families deal with. I'm the aunt of Marcus Golden, killed by St. Paul police in 2015. Trey Hearn is the uncle of Hardell Sherrill, who died in Beltrami County Jail. So when we fight and we stand up, this is what we're doing in spite of the lies that the police are telling about our loved ones, in spite of how they might be driving by our house, shining lights on us, following us. We have a whole different situation when you're the victim of a family of a police homicide as opposed to community crime. So we have some different things going on. So people say, why aren't you out in the street fighting? Hey, we're not standing up and marching for community crime because when those people are found, they will be prosecuted. We know who kills our loved ones. We know, and they do nothing. They get promoted, they get celebrated, they get awards, and they continue. They get what? Medals, yes. And they continue to kill people. That is a huge difference. So we focus on police homicides, police brutalities, and you saw all the lies. They control the narrative. They control the media. They control the narrative. They control the people who are writing the reports. Everything that comes after the homicide is a lie. So we have a whole lot of different things that we're dealing with. So when we fight, we what?
Win.
When we fight,
We win.
when we fight,
We win.
when we fight,
We win.
and that's why we stay in the streets. That's why it's important that we stay in the streets, because if we don't, it will just slide on by, and they will not do anything to hold these officers accountable. Another reason why I'm so glad so many of you are out here today. So we are, do we need to get going? We do. Okay, so we're going to get ready. We're going to take a little walk.
Come on now.
We're going to line up over here and line up behind the sound truck. We're going to hit these streets because that's what we do. Who's getting ready to get on this mic and do a little chat? Oh, wait, you know what?
Amy, go.
What up? Good, how are you? Where'd you go? Was it you just sat down? What up? Good to see you. Long time.
Long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now stay behind the truck.
Turn it up.
Just 1 second, you all.
ACAB. 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 GTFO.
Get the fuck out.
Whose streets? Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets. Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets. Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets. 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 Our streets.
Thank you all for joining.
Our Our streets.
This is Nico from Unicorn Rider here live in downtown Minneapolis.
Our streets.
Whose streets?
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 Our streets.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No streets.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No streets.
No justice.
Police.
No racist.
So right now we are here live in downtown Minneapolis,
No peace.
where a few hundred have gathered
Police.
to demand justice for Amir Locke. Folks started here where we are at the government center, Hennepin County Government Center in downtown Minneapolis. Sort of essentially the seat of the power. Across the street is the city hall, and that is where the police chief and the mayor have an office here in downtown Minneapolis. The new jail is over there, about in the center of the screen. And the building that we're standing next to is the Hennepin County Government Center. The crowd, as I said, is a few hundred deep. They have marshals protecting them from the traffic. Marshals mostly with Justice Frontline Aid. Here's the Hennepin County Government Center. You see the sign, defund, meh. Abolish, sure. Burn for more, question mark, fuck yeah. ACAB means all cops. That is a banner being unfurled here at the back of this march. We'll get up in here real quick. 1 second, you all. I gotta check some equipment real quick. Alright, much better. Apologies for the shakiness. Again, we are here live in downtown Minneapolis. This is many days of consecutive protests seeking justice for Amir Locke. I think this is 6 days since he's been killed. 0 charges have been brought. George Floyd was killed. There was charges brought within 4 days, after massive protests. There hasn't been massive protests. There has been some consistently, but not on the scale of George Floyd.
Six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 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 9, 10, 11. I don't know, we all been told. Amelia Huffman got to go. I don't know, we all been told. Amelia Huffman got to go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I said 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 9, 10, 11. Repeat after me, say there's blood on your head. 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 And y'all keep saying that. Mayor Fry, there's blood on your head. Mayor Fry. There's blood on your head. Mayor Fry. There's blood on your head. Mayor Fry. There's blood on your head. MPD. There's blood on your head. MPD. There's blood on your head. MPD. There's blood on your head. Governor Walz. There's blood on your head. Governor Walz. There's blood on your head. Governor Walz. There's blood on your head. Minneapolis. Minneapolis! 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 Minnesota! 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 USA! USA!
Here we are downtown Minneapolis covering a march of a few hundred heading down Nicolette Mall. The apartment building that they killed, Minneapolis police killed Amir Locke, is not too far from where we are right now.
And you answer back, we want justice for Amir. Say it loud, say it clear.
It's a Metro Transit Tippy the spy cam. Minneapolis Police Department has, at least used to have, at least 2 dozen, I believe. Again, right now, folks have taken the streets of downtown Minneapolis. It started at the Government Center, now passing 9th Street on Nicolette Mall. Right now on Nicolette Mall, there's nothing but buses that can be used on the street, so it's only stopping some buses. Traffic was snarled a little bit originally as the crowd started, but then they came to Nicolette. The apartment building that Amir Locke was killed in is just 3 blocks from where we are about standing right now. If you want to know more information about Amir Locke, check out our website, unicornriot.ninja. You see the back of the crowd just now? There's a lot of cars in the back protecting it. Essentially a car protest as well. There's been multiple car protests since Amir Locke was killed. It's very cold in the Twin Cities area, so people have been getting people have been doing actions differently than mass protests because it's just so cold. So some of that difference was some car protests. One of them went to the Amelia Huffman's house. She is the interim police chief. We should have an article about that up tonight, detailing a lot of the different events. Not detailing, but spotlighting. Traffic is snarled here on 10th Street.
Black Lives Matter.
WCCO's headquarters right up the street. WCCO used to employ Liz Collin, Bob Kroll's wife, before she quit, retired, I believe. She might still be there, but is quitting soon or something. Bob Kroll was the head of the Minneapolis Police Federation for many years, after being a police officer for decades. He has a very contentious past and has been violent towards community members and is a known racist. But WCCO just sort of shows some of the connections that some of these corporate news stations. Some of the times the anchor might be the wife of the police chief or the police federation president or something in that capacity. It's something we sort of see quite often here in Minneapolis and St. area.
Give me an L. Give me an M. What does that spell? What does that spell? Give me a B. Give me an L. If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. 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 Take your bitch, take your bitch, take your bitch ass home. Take your bitch, take your bitch, take your bitch ass home. Man, get it in the streets, get it in the streets. Get it in the streets, get it in the streets. If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. If you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home.
Amir Locke sprayed into the wall of the YMCA, YWCA. I believe that's the same YWCA that David Cornelius Smith died at. I could be wrong. He was killed by police in 2010. Similar fashion to George Floyd. Kneeled on to death.
Take your bitch ass home. Take your bitch, take your bitch, take your bitch ass home. Take your bitch, take your bitch, take your bitch ass home. We fired up.
Can't take no more.
We fired up. We
Can't take no more.
We fired up.
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 Can't take no more.
Everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go.
The people want to know who we are.
I believe this is the Bolero Flats right here.
Oh, we tell them we are the people. The motherfucking people. We are the people. Chant walked out and she was doing all eight chants too. Look her second thumbs up today. Give it up for her. But you love to see the youth for keeping it going. Say his name.
Amir Locke!
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 Okay, repeat after me. Who run this? Who run the streets?
We run the streets!
Who run the streets?
We run the streets!
Who run the streets?
We run the streets!
Who run this motherfucker?
We run this motherfucker!
Who run this motherfucker?
We run this motherfucker!
Who run the streets?
We run the streets!
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 We run this motherfucker.
We run this motherfucker!
We run this motherfucker.
We run this motherfucker!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Who motherfucking streets?
Our motherfucking streets!
Who motherfucking streets?
Our motherfucking streets!
Who motherfucking streets?
Our motherfucking streets!
Motherfucking streets. Motherfucking streets. Who motherfucking streets?
Our motherfucking streets!
Who motherfucking streets?
Our motherfucking streets!
Say his name.
Amir Locke!
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 Amir Locke. What's his name?
Amir Locke!
Say his name.
Amir Locke!
Hold on.
Amir Locke! 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 Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets!
Here's a visual spot for Amir.
All right, keep walking, everyone. We're going to pick up the whole block. We running. We running. For justice and change. We running. Say what to what? We running. Say what to what? For justice and change. We running. Come on, keep it going. We running. Keep it going. And change. Fill the block, everyone. Fill the block. We rally for justice and change. All right, so here's another song we're going to do, okay? All right, so sing it with me, all right? So justice is what we need. So fuck these bitches up. So fuck these bitches up.
Is what we need. So fuck these bitches, guys. So fuck these bitches, guys. I said some justice is what we need. So fuck these bitches, guys. So fuck these bitches, guys. I said some justice
to the floor. No justice. No peace. No racist. No peace. No justice. No peace. No racist. No peace. Give it up for Monique and Trey Hart putting this together and all the marshals and amazing people that are out here risking it all. Seriously. Say thank you! Say thank you!
Thank you!
For coming out here consistently to put bodies in these streets, to hold these people accountable, to keep them sweating, and keep them beholden to their jobs. Seriously. Nothing would move, nothing would get prosecuted, nothing would be paid attention to if y'all weren't out here. Repeat after me. Amir Locke should be alive.
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 Amongst Black, Native, trans, all communities across the city, solidarity is what my good friend, our good friend Mel Reeves would preach. He would preach solidarity because he would say, separated, this is what we are, but together, we can get a lot of shit done. And when Mel would say, if you can fight, you would say, you can win. If you fight,
You can win! 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 You can win!
we live in a city where media can call a black man a suspect before getting any real information, but they can't call Mark Hanneman a murderer after seeing the footage. The elected officials here want to call black people suspects before they see anything, just a gun and some bullets, but they'll call Mark Hanneman not a murderer even after seeing the footage. And then Amelia Huffman has the nerve to get up in here and say Mark Hanneman was burdened with a split-second decision. Mark Hanneman was burdened with a gun, several other people behind him, tactical gear, and pointing a gun at a sleeping 22-year-old black man. Repeat after me. Black people should be able to sleep.
Black people should be able to sleep.
Black people should be able to dream.
Black people should be able to dream.
Black people should be able to live.
Black people should be able to live.
Black people should be able to breathe.
Black people should be able to breathe.
And for the young folks that saw that happen and saw all the elected officials, including that mayor, come out here and try out bullshit, I know that it psychologically tells you that you're not worth anything. But I'm here to say that you not only matter, you are valuable, you are loved, you are benevolent, and you are special. You are amazing. And that's what we're all out here to say, that black people are of value, that we are humans too. And when they come into somebody's apartment and gun us down in our sleep, that's not okay. And not only is it not okay, people have to pay the price. Repeat after me. Amelia Huffman must resign.
Amelia Huffman must resign.
Jacob Fry must resign.
Jacob Fry must resign.
Judge Cahill must resign.
Judge Cahill must resign.
They don't pay attention until it affects their pockets. They don't care about black lives, they care about green money. And we have to show up consistently. And I'll wrap up on this. It was a beautiful day today. Give it up for all the young people that walked out of their school to Sunday night when we pulled up to Amelia Huffman's house, going down Lake Street with the caravan, some of y'all might have seen cop cars. And they saw us blow through those red lights, and they knew they couldn't do a damn thing. They knew they couldn't do anything. When we pull up to $1 million property value house and let them know what time it is, that's the power you all have. That's the power that we have. So we need to continue to show up and let them know that they will be held accountable. Let them know that we will hold their jobs accountable, and let them know that we will not stand for them breaking into apartments, killing black men in their sleep, and then trying to sell us lies after lies after lies. Say enough is enough. 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 Amir Locke should be alive. 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 Justice for our stolen lives. Justice for our stolen lives. I just want to know, hey, this is where we're standing at right here. This is where Amir Locke was executed and murdered at. Right here in this building. Right here. Also, the police had the key to his apartment. So the management of this building is also responsible for Amir's execution.
Change them locks.
But yeah, this is where Amir Locke was murdered, and that's why we're standing here holding space in his honor. Say his name.
Amir Locke.
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 If Amir don't get it,
Shut it down.
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 no doubt. We got Alex is going to come speak about the youth. The youth got it ill. The youth are our future. So we're out here for you. So this never happens to you. It never happens to anybody else again. Give them a big round of applause.
First of all, thank you for everyone being here. My name is Alex. I am a father, a husband, a son, and I'm a Minneapolis native. My youngest is 10 years old, and we've had to have these same conversations too many times. It saddens me every time because I have to look in my young boy's eyes and tell him the police who, for years I tried to tell him, nah, they're safe. But I can't do that. He needs to know that they don't give a shit about him the same way they didn't give a shit about Amir. The same way they didn't give a shit about George. I live in between George Floyd Square and the 3rd Precinct. That was a hot summer. But I appreciate all them young folks that was out there that summer, today, tonight, and moving forward. We know it's going to be the youth. I'm 41.
Hell yeah.
It is going, thank you. It is going to be the youth, and we need to support them by any means necessary. I'm tired of saying the same things to my children. I'm tired of having no answers. Riots work. Riots work. The only reason we saw a movement was because we was in the streets. I'm off. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Next, we have Delal E's father. We are still waiting for the footage from when Delal E was executed in Minneapolis at a gas station over a year ago. The police released one body camera or squad camera from far away at a distance, trying to say he fired a gun. We don't see that. We don't see that. That's bullshit.
That's that
We don't see
bullshit.
that. And we know because he's at a gas station, there are multiple cameras at a gas station. So if he truly should have been killed by police and it was justified in any way, those camera videos would have been released.
That's right.
But they're holding on to those. We got to make sure that we keep saying the name Dalal Eid. When I say Dalal, you say Eid. Dalal. Eid. Dalal. Eid. Dalal. Eid. Dalal. Eid. Justice for who? Dalal Eid. Justice for who? Dalal Eid. All right. Thank you. We got Dalal Eid's father. He's been putting out, standing up and with all families, coming out, holding the photos of other stolen lives while he's still just a year out from his son's execution, and horrific home invasion.
That's right.
A horrific home invasion that his
Same
family
judge.
experienced.
I don't know not for it.
And yes, as well as the murder. So thank you so much for coming out here, for standing strong. We love you, and we're just here to continue to support you. Thank you so much for showing up.
Bailey.
Justice!
No peace.
Justice!
No peace.
We need a justice. I would like to say something short. They always were telling me make it short, but tonight I will make it really short. The police and the system, they work together. They work together. It is not only the police motherfucker who was killing our youth. It is the system. We have to stand and fight it back. We have to make sure to change this. The mayor, I don't know his name, but they call Chaco Evil. His name is Chaco Evil. Chaco Evil. Can you say one more time, please, together? Chaco Evil. Chaco Evil. He has to resign right away. Because when they kill our brother, Amir Locke, when we wanted to ask them a question, there was a runaway the truth. And we gotta say to them, you can run, but you cannot hide, motherfucker. We cannot tolerate any more of this. Every day they kill our youth. And they have to know we are human. They have children. They don't want one of their children get killed. Why my children? Why us? Is there any answer? No. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And we want to inform them. Jacob Evil, he has to resign. He has to resign right away, motherfucker, man. We cannot tolerate anymore. He's the blood of sucking our children every day. We cannot accept no more killing. No more killing our youth. No more killing our youth. They killed my son in the car. And I don't know the black youth, even if they sleep on the bed, the police will come after them and kill them. Motherfuckers. If you are in the car, they're gonna come and kill you. If you are choking and running, they're gonna come and kill you. Where are we gonna run?
Sleeping.
If you're sleeping, they're gonna come after you, they're gonna kill you. If you are in the car, they're gonna kill you. If you are running or choking, they're gonna come after you, kill you. Where are we gonna get? Where are we gonna hide? No, we have to stand. This is our country. There is no anyone motherfucker who say this is mine. This country is all of us. It is our country. We have to fight together and beat them, that motherfucker KK or whatever they call. We have to do it. Never mind if you are, what color you are. If you are a black, white, yellow, green, what color you are. We are one. We are one. We have to fight side to side. And no more killing our children. No more killing. Thank you very much. I was really upset what happened. And this is gonna continue. How long are they gonna stop? When they gonna stop? When do they gonna fucking stop to kill us? When? I don't have answer. We need to fight. Fight. We are not scared. And we want to beg Allah. Allah help us. God help us. They are killing us, our youth.
They killing our youth. My children, when they was abandoned where they born, and they born in United States of America in Minnesota, and they are abandoned. They was exiled to Egypt far away because when they were a nightmare, they scared. They scared the police who came after them. And they are 5 years. Have you ever seen a 5 years old son to point a gun on the head? A 5 years old. Is that acceptable? No. No. We need a justice. Thank you very, very much, and I really appreciate. We have to stand and fight it back. We have to stand for the justice. And Minnesota and Minneapolis, everyone who loves the justice, please come out and support us. Thank you very, very much. I love you all.
Come on, eat, say his name. Come on, eat. Come on, eat. Come on, eat. Come on, eat.
Next on the program, we have a true crowd pleaser, the creator of Boots on the Ground, the creator of I Smell Bitches, the creator of the National Mother and Family Banquet, the mother of Cordell Candy, Kim Candy Jones, come on up. I feel like I just introduced somebody coming into the ring. Did you know that? Because she is a fighter. She is a true fighter. Is this mic okay? Are you hearing? Yeah. Okay. So, Kim Andy Jones, come on up. Let's take the mic. She traveled here.
We're going to hear Miss Kim.
You know, it's a 5.5-hour drive, and she continues to make that drive to stand in solidarity to support the family and the work that's being done here in the Twin Cities, and she is selfless. She also has been giving with her foundation, the Cordell Handy Remembrance of Me Foundation, giving away headstones to families of not only police homicides, but also community crime across this country. She's a true blessing, and a blessing to have as a sister and a comrade. So let's give a welcome to Kim Handy Jones.
She's right. You did introduce somebody in the ring. Because I'm in for the fight of my motherfucking damn life. While they fucking swinging, I'm throwing fucking blows. I'm not here to be fucked with. I'm not here to be played around. I stand with you all, and I stand with the power of the people. You can't keep just gunning our kids down and expect us to just fall back and accept it. No, I'm springing the fuck forward. That's what I'm doing, because that ain't saving our kids. And fuck being nice, because nice didn't kill our kids and nice didn't save them. Fuck being nice. Need to start being unapologetic around here. Because I ain't apologizing to no motherfucker for what they did to our kids. I will never do that. We need to come together. We need to stick together. We need to stay to motherfucking together. The only thing need to be divided is this motherfucking sick, systemic corruption that goes on up here in Murder Soda. Fuck that. Murder fucking Soda. And if you're gonna say it. I'm sick. I'm tired. These bitches need to be fired. I'm sick. I'm tired. These bitches need to be fired. I'm sick. I'm tired. These bitches need to be fired. Hold up. Wait a minute. I just thought of something.
Come on, sis. It's all good, baby.
I really just thought about something. Jacob Fry is what the people found. You kept your boots in the air and you keep fucking around. You never put your boots, you never put them on the ground. Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! Now bitch step down, bitch step down, bitch step down. Bitch step down, bitch step down, bitch step down. Yes, he needs to go. He needs to go. It's ridiculous. You got these motherfucking 5-0s coming up in here, 1-2s or whatever the fuck you want to call them, taking key fobs, going in, stealing our children's lives from us. And you backing it up. No knock, then no motherfucking damn knock. Because had you not knocked, Amir Locke would be alive today.
Yes.
This is fucked up. This is fucked up. And that video is horrific. These are the atrocities that our children have to go through. We should never have to pay. What did it warrant him dying? Why does sleep warrant him dying? Why do driving in cars warrant our children to die? Why don't we sit at the kitchen tables? We have to die. Why don't we sleep and we have to die? Why don't we get up and we have to die? Why do we cry and we have to die? Be good, bad, ugly, or otherwise, we are dying, people. We are dying. These motherfuckers need to put their damn fucking knee on each other's neck. And squeeze the breath out of themselves. That's what the fuck they need to do. They came in that apartment like motherfucking game hunters. And we gonna act like bounty hunters, because we gonna rein them bitches in. And we gonna hold their ass accountable.
There you go, baby. Come on now.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of our children. Why do our children have to die? Why do we keep being robbed? These motherfuckers are common rapists. Well, the damn DNA that showed up, bitches. It has showed up. And you are guilty. It makes no sense that when we walk out our front door and we see these beautiful black, brown, and indigenous babies, and we have to question ourselves, will they live to see their full potential in life? We have to question ourselves. Well, I tell you what, I ain't gonna never stop fighting. I'm never gonna stop fighting. Don't you ever stop fighting. Fuck these bitch ass motherfuckers. Fuck them.
Never that.
You know, respect is motherfucking earned. It ain't motherfucking given. I got nothing to give you all. I have nothing to give you all. And I ain't got nothing to lose but my motherfucking damn chains. I ain't got shit for you. I have no respect for people who come in apartments and murder. I have no respect for people who think that they higher than God. You're not God. You ain't getting no life. Who tells you to go and take it? And then you go and hug your kids with the same murderous motherfucking damn hands. After you done stole ours from us. Then you go and you look at your kids with loving eyes after you looked at ours like they were fucking thugs. Well, they the thugs. They the gangbangers.
Come on now.
We're not the thugs. We're not the gangbangers. We just want to fucking live. And why does living have the result? Why in the price of death? We are paying with our bodies. And they want to talk about a suspect. Call them a suspect. Well, where the fucking criminals at? Where them motherfuckers that took the key fob and went in there and then kicked the couch and get on the ground, motherfucker?
Where the fuck is they charges?
Get on the ground, motherfucker. Well, your ass is on the ground. Because we going to hold their ass to that motherfucker. We going to hold them to it. And we ain't letting their asses up till we see justice. As Mel Reed said, when we fight, we win. But when we win, we gonna keep on motherfucking fighting. Because we ain't done till we get motherfucking damn done. And I mean that bullshit. So get ready. Get ready. Because we in a fight for our lives. And understand one thing. We are the people. We can make the difference. All power to the people, because the people are in power every second, every minute, every motherfucking hour. All power to the people.
Yeah, we're here live in downtown Minneapolis, outside of the Bolero Flats, where Amir Locke was killed on the 7th floor last week.
She does not disappoint. She does not disappoint at all. So thank you so much. Now we have our brother from Lake County Black Lives Matter, who first came in town when Kim's son was tragically and wrongfully killed by the St. Paul Police Department. And Clyde came, we met him, and he's been coming here to support us with action ever since. I remember just going on some of these live feeds and seeing him holding it down in Chicago in 38. When George Floyd was killed, he came with his bullhorn and he was just, helping out. So, and we keep in touch. So I'm so thankful that you came. And so, right here. Okay, the solidarity. So Clyde, back to work. Come on up. Lake County Black Lives Matter. Give my hand.
No justice, no peace. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Whose streets?
Our city.
Whose city?
Our city.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose city?
Our city.
Man, when I saw this video, y'all know I was in Chicago with the Laquan McDonald 9. And we was down there fighting to get the police to go back to federal court. So I saw this video of Amir Locke, and I was so intrigued. I called on what is going on up there? I called Kim, and I had to get on the road to come out here and support my comrades. Because all y'all my comrades. We all organizers for justice.
Come on.
So I had to come out here. I had to drive 5 hours. I had to get a hotel room, and I had to come out here and support y'all. Because that's what we do. That's what this is about. I want to tell y'all about the justice system. Y'all remember Kyle Rittenhouse, right?
Yes, sir.
Kyle Rittenhouse killed one of my bodyguards. See, I led the march in Kenosha, Wisconsin for Jacob Blake. And when that Tuesday night, I walked up to Cal. I knew he was coming because we had got an email telling us that the Proud Boys was coming out there. And so he was standing on the corner across the street from the school. Now the law states that you can't have a gun around the school. He was across the street from the school. So I walked up to him. I had about 100 people behind me. I'm leading the march. I said, are you here to march with us for justice or what? No, I'm here to protect the buildings. So I said, you here to protect the buildings over human life? You know, brick and mortar over human life? And so they pushed me on and told me to go ahead and keep marching. That night, now when you lead a march, and I know y'all do that, we always have somebody to watch our back because somebody can come up and stick us with a hot. You know how ops be. You know how ops be. The ops be out there. JoJo was one of my ops on the skateboard. He was right there. I mean, not my ops, but he was my bodyguard, you know. And he got killed. Y'all saw what happened on that. But the thing of it was, even after we saw the videos, they judge let this man walk. That ain't right. Is that right? No. That ain't right. I will lay down my life for you young people. I will lay down my life, take my last breath. I will fight. I was in Brownsville, Florida for a Ahmaud Arbery case. I was here for George Floyd. I've traveled all over this country to try to get justice. But one of the things that I saw that we need to do is that not only do we need justice, but we need reparations too. Come on. It don't have to come in the form of money. It can come in the form of education, justice, and mental health programs. Yeah. That's what we need. We need something in our community. There's no such thing as black on black crime. That's the media's bullshit. It is community crime because we are lacking sources in our community. If we had the sources which we out here fighting for, we wouldn't have to be doing this. We wouldn't have to have no community crime. So take that back, because I know some people are saying, well, why are they out there marching and then there's black on black crime? There's no such thing. Thank y'all for letting me speak.
Appreciate you coming up. So we're going to get marching again. We're going to go to the stand. We're going to head on back.
All right, y'all, I'm going to switch the battery. You're going to see black screen for a very short time.
Thank Jennifer Jen, Rights and Justice Network for putting that memorial together with the light to honor our brother, Amir Locke. So make sure you just pay your respect. And let's say it. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Now, I understand some of the residents got a little upset last time that they should be upset that this young black man was killed in their building.
No shit!
Some of them were upset because they couldn't get sleep, but Amir Locke couldn't get sleep. And after Amir Locke was killed, I think many of us couldn't get sleep because we were so restless and upset about what happened. So I care about disturbing the residents' peace. So let's say this. We'll be back! We'll be back! We'll be back! We'll be back! Matter of fact, they need to come out and look at us. Let's come out.
Amir Locke! 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 Amir Locke!
Again, thank you all for joining. This is Nico from Unicorn Riot. We're here live. Check, check. How you doing? You want to talk it off?
Justice for Amir Locke, justice for Dante Wright, justice for all stolen lives. Don't forget them. Make sure everybody comes out and pops out at every single rally because all love and support is good support.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
That was Dan McBride. Dante Wright's brother. Again, Dante Wright was killed in April. Kim Potter trial just ended a couple months ago.
We got sentencing.
Sentencing coming up. Which day? February 18th or something?
February 18th is a Friday, and we're going to have a big rally. And then we also got Kim Potter supporters posted outside of the Shakopee prison. I don't know. You can check my Facebook out, but we have a rally there this Saturday from 9 to noon to counter-protest the Kim Potter supporters.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So make sure.
9 to noon Saturday
9 to noon
at Shakopee?
Saturday at Shakopee.
All right, word.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Nico.
You heard that? Check Dan McBride's Facebook for more information about that potential protest outside Shakopee women's prison where Kim Potter is waiting to do her time. We don't know how much time she's gonna do. Well, that's tight. Yeah, that's tight. So the crowd is now moving up past 10th. I think off of 2nd Ave. Marquette Ave, excuse me. Marquette Avenue and 11th is where Bolero Flats apartment building is, where the crowd just came from. That is the apartment building that Amir Locke was killed in. Floor 7, apartment 701. Names are written all over this Black Lives Matter sign. In the yellow, Winton Smith, Dante Wright, Amir Locke, Terrence Franklin, George Floyd. That's it.
We gotta stop being like this.
We gotta stop killing folks, man, right?
The state's never gonna stop.
My goodness. I think you might be on something.
Fucking won't. Nope. The state never does. It never stops.
Is it still up there? Is it still up there? Whoa, that's so crazy.
Oh, that was that balloon.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a couple of balloons up.
Living. Struggling to live, you know. I just saw it in the photo. I didn't even notice it.
Amir Locke, say his name. What's his name? Scream his name. Scream his name. What's his name? What's his name? Scream his name. Scream his name. What's his name? What's his name? Who they kill? Who they murder? What's his name? What's his name? Scream his name. Scream his name. Scream his name.
What's a fast pace?
Scream his name. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? ACAB.
Right? Give me a fucking workout. I thought it was just me. Nah, both rear and back. They're like, let's get this shit over with. We're late.
Justice for Amir. Say it loud, say it clear. We want justice for Amir. Say it loud, say it clear. We want justice for Amir. Scream it loud, scream it clear. We want justice for Amir. Scream it loud, scream it clear. We want justice for Amir. Scream it loud, scream it clear. We want justice for Amir. No justice, no peace.
Hey, what's up, man? How
Taking
you
the streets
doing,
and fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Taking the streets and fuck the police. Get your middle fingers up, y'all. No justice, no peace. Taking the streets and fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Taking the streets and fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Taking the streets and fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Taking the streets and fuck the police. When I say his name, y'all say Dante White. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. What's his name? Say his name. Say it loud, say it clear. Dante White, not his ear.
shouldn't see any situation, but...
Here we are again. I gotta show you
MPD is the KKK. MPD. 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 How do you spell racist? How do you spell racist?
What happened? Oh, okay, we're good, we're good. Well, yeah, I know, but I'm trying to see what's up. Anybody, what happened?
Yes, sir.
What happened? You know what happened?
I think organizers got some kids in blocks. I don't know. What? I'm threatening to call the cops on them, saying like, I don't know, let the police do their job, trying to grab the kids in blocks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What up, Nico? What up?
No, you're not hearing me. That's the goddamn problem. They tearing up our shit. I gotta come back to this bitch and work. I hear you, brother.
Stay inside! Stay inside! Amir Locke! Amir Locke!
So I think the elder gentleman was mad at other people. I think the elder gentleman was mad at people in black box.
They're always here.
I see you, man. How you going, man? Come. I hope you're good, bro.
I'm alright, brother. I'm alright.
There was a small little thing that just happened a little bit ago. It was just, I guess some elder was possibly mad at some young folks for being in black bloc. Might have tried to do a costume or something.
To my community, sister, I'm not gonna let somebody tear up my hood no more. I'm over it.
It's paint. It's not. We're not gonna tear
Sis, I'm not attacking nobody. I'm regulating. There's a difference. And I'm not asking to be told. What are you talking about? This is not your march. We organized. No, this is all of us. Amir didn't like to die for you. He died period. There's no right way or wrong way to go about this. Everybody got their own
Some of the things that happen sometimes.
You know what? Please come here, y'all like this. Like I told you, Shorty, do a time, baby, on a stand-up 8 count. Do your time. Don't make my motherfucking time harder for you, Shorty, man. I'll give you a moment. What do you need, dude?
Right now is the right side is the City Hall. The jail's up on top. The new jail is across the street from it. On the left of us is the federal building. There's tunnels underneath.
these crooked ass cops, we don't need them. Black man dead, white cop is alive. Black man dead, white cop is alive. Black man dead, white cop is alive. Just want to let y'all know I'm young. Black man dead, white cop is alive. Get down. Boots. Who's on the motherfucking ground? We here. Let's shut this shit down. Boots on the ground. We here. Let's shut this shit down.
These are inmates in the Hennepin County Jail. This is called Under the Clock because it is under a massive clock. There's only some of the inmates. Most of the inmates are in the new joint. What's that? Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate you. They're handing out juices out here.
Thanks for being out here, Rico.
Most stuff. Appreciate you, man. Nice shirt. So again, we're here at downtown Minneapolis. Folks are gathering for Amir Locke.
No doubt. Black lives. Black lives. Black lives. So coming up next, we got Jelani from Care, Minnesota. Give him a big round of applause. Care, Minnesota's been out here battling for years. And not just Islamophobia, they've been standing up for justice for the lives heavy since 2020, and even before that, since like 2017. So give Jelani a big round of applause.
All right, I want to first of all greet you all with a greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and peace and blessings be upon you all. I'm so happy to be with all of you. And I just want you to take a half a second to look to your right and to look to your left. These are your brothers and sisters in the movement here. Look to your right, look to your left. We are all out here tonight. We are here with our families. We are here not in our homes. We are here on the streets of Minneapolis demanding justice for Amir Locke, another young, beautiful young man who's been taken from us by the same system that continues to take lives over and over and over. I want you to know that we have to keep ourselves in the movement right now. We have to realize that we have to work even harder than we've ever worked before. We have to demand justice more than we've ever demanded before. We have to stand up even in the middle of the coldest day of the year for justice. We have no more time left because they are going to kill another person before we know it. Last year we tried to stop no-knock going to the state capitol, but it was Senator Warren Liver who would refuse to even hear a conversation about it. I want you to think about that. After the killing of George Floyd, if we actually ask ourselves the question, what happened? Nothing happened. The state of Minnesota hasn't passed a single police accountability bill. And the federal government, filled with Democrats in the Senate and the House and the President, has not passed the George Floyd Act. What does that tell you about black lives in this country? Think about that. The first bill that they passed was building bridges. For who? For who? They would not pass a single bill. So we have to get smarter for justice. We have to get smarter for justice. I want you to think about that. Because many of you tonight showed up by yourself. Many of you didn't bring your friends, your co-workers. Many of you didn't bring your pastor, your religious leader, your neighbor, your friend that you play video games with. This is about all of us. We have to be smarter now. We have to come out and continue to protest. Protesting is the first step. It ain't all of it. Many of you, sad to say, you only care when the blood is still red. Many of you show up after the name is announced, but we don't see you months later. We don't see you at the Capitol. We don't see you in front of houses. We need you to keep coming out. Because they're not only killing in Minneapolis, they're killing all over this country. We are a country that pays our tax dollars to prevent, instead of preventing violence, we export violence. Right now, America's trying to go to war with, I don't know, Russia or Ukraine or whatever's going on. They care more about creating bullets than peace. They care about putting people behind prison than helping them and feeding them. We need Minneapolis to change the game. We have to change the game. Justice has to look different. Because we rioted, we protested, we did a lot of things, and guess what? A year later, 2 years later, we're still back here. Nothing has changed. Because what do they know? They know you're going home in 2 months. They know you're not calling that senator. You're not disrupting her or him from having a peace of mind when they're drinking their coffee. They knock on your door, don't they knock on your door when they want to get elected? Don't they send flyers over and over and over and over so you can get their vote, so you can give your vote? What about your turn? What about when you start to demand something? The Capitol has been open now for a couple of weeks at the Capitol, and state legislators are walking around having lunch while Amir blood is on the streets right now. We need to show up for each other, y'all. We need to get beyond demanding justice only on the streets. We have to show up between the protests. And next time we protest, Let's see how many of you actually have real Facebook friends. Are they fake or are they real? Because they don't seem to come out. They seem to make hashtags. They seem to just put Amir's name on a letter somewhere, but they don't really care about it. If you care, you pained. If you care, you are here tonight! If you care, you are here right now! We have to show up. And for all the people that just a few weeks ago were putting Dr. Martin Luther King on their social, the businesses and the companies who said they care about Dr. King, and those who took the day off and care about justice, Dr. King marched. Dr. King marched. Dr. King protested. Not a lot of people liked Dr. King at that time. I want to let you know that. So, for all the young people here, if this is your first protest, raise your hand. There's a lot of people who are here today for the first time. I see you. We see you. We're the new people. I see you. I see you. And if this has been your 5th or 10th protest, raise your hand. Yeah! How about that? We see you. And if you stop counting after 50, how about you raise your hand? How about that? And how about the people that have been marching in the 70s and the 60s? How about them? Raise their hand. There's some of them. We're the ones who are great people. The people have been protesting since the 60s and 70s, y'all. We stand on the shoulders of people who dared to say no. Now we have to continue that legacy, but we have to do it smarter. We have to do it better. We have to do it harder, and we have to do it right. For the sake of the unborn, and for the sake of one of our brothers and sisters who's walking right now, who may be killed by another police department somewhere in this country, or even the same Minneapolis Police Department. They couldn't wait until the end of the George Floyd trial, and the federal trial. They couldn't even wait. They couldn't even wait at the beginning of the year. So we need, the clock is out on all of us, y'all. We need to step up, we need to come forward, and we need to realize the power is in the hands of the people. And for the young people I saw today come out, I want to let you know, you're braver than us, you're smarter than us, you're more savvy than us on social media, right? Use what you gotta use, do what you gotta do, because history teaches us that justice we've gotten justice because young people put their life on the line. The young people who took their lives and marched and took buses to Selma and got beaten and lynched for justice. There was a young people that could do this, that could carry that torch with us. So I'm asking every single one of you to stand forward, to do what you gotta do, and we have to demand justice every single day. And for many people who believe that Mayor Fry is the issue, I'm telling you, Mayor Fry is just the beginning. Where's the city council? Where's the governor? Where's the Senate? Where's the House? Where's all these people who said they're gonna do something? We need answers now. We demand justice for Amir Locke by any means necessary.
I'm gonna go blank for a minute. Switching batteries. Gonna go blank for a minute.
Minnesota. They took the lead on a caravan down here last Sunday night. The attackers, so we don't police the crowd. The police could do that. And they have people here, so we do not police the crowd. And this is Black Lives Matter. I am an organizer. Don't do it. So now we have John Thompson. You know him. He first popped out after Philando was killed. About Amir Locke. Come on.
Check.
Tell us something about Amir Locke and justice.
Hey, I don't know if people know this, but Monique was the first person to give me a microphone ever. And so I always hold her responsible for anything you hear come out of my mouth. I just want y'all to know. No, real quick, that building that you just left, the property management company gave the police officer the keys to that apartment, right? So don't let them off the hook. We need to stop that money over there. Because they actually gave some home invaders the keys to the car, the keys to the apartment to commit murder. By the way, when I was walking, I noticed that once y'all pass, there are 3 people in black that are busting windows and spray painting. We don't need that shit, y'all. We don't need y'all to say that it's us out here doing this. We out here for justice. So if you ain't out there for justice, take your bitch ass home. So if you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. I said if you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. I said if you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. I said if you don't want no justice, take your bitch ass home. Hey, we cannot be silent about things that matter. We cannot remain silent about things that matter. It's Black History Month. Those words came out of Martin Luther King's mouth. And you see what the Minneapolis police gave us as a present for Black History Month. These are the same people that shot our brothers and sisters with ketamine. These are the same people that dress Christmas trees with Newport boxes and all English kids. These are the same people. And when people show you who they are, believe them. We can no longer sit up here and act like we don't have a problem with policing in this state. Because when we lost George Floyd, you say, okay, now we ain't gonna choke nobody no more. When we lost Philando, we said, oh, we got to give people training. And once the training officer choke somebody. Now all of a sudden we lose a young man and y'all talking about we ain't got to do no-knock warrants no more. But guess what? We should never have no damn no-knock warrants. Those are home invasions. Y'all, I promise without your resistance, we lose our existence. And if y'all notice, I named Philando Castile, black man. Cornell Handy, black man. Marcus Golden, black man. Bilal E, black man. Y'all go some more? George Floyd, black man. Am I like starting a pattern here? Y'all recognizing the pattern that I'm trying to paint a picture for y'all. Because they see us as criminals. They don't want to see us as somebody who actually want to be the change that we want to see in our community. They see us out here, peaceful as we can be, and they'll still blame us for the stuff that other people come and do. What we want y'all to do is stop killing our black people out here in these streets. Is that too much to ask for? I had 2 minutes on the microphone. So in these 2 minutes, I'm going to say this. If you're about justice, we want you here. If you're about bullshit, stay your bitch ass at home. More power to the people.
Yo, so this is about the youth, so the youth are going to close us out. All the way from Chicago, the youth came up to stand in solidarity for Amir Locke. So we're going to end with the youth. We're going to end and begin with the youth.
Repeat after me. We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
Because we have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Let's say it louder so all these buildings can hear us. We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
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 All power to the people.
All power to the people.
We need those back. We will continue to use those, so please bring those up to the truck here. We'll take those. Thank you so much for carrying those. Everyone will be out tomorrow. University of Snelling, 6 p.m. in St. Paul. Justice for Amir Locke, demanding that the Minnesota Post Board remove and take the peace officer's license from the officer that killed Amir Locke. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
All right, you all, we're going to bring the stream down and we'll give a quick context on the way out. Check out our website, unicornriot.ninja, for more information about some of these protests that have just recently happened. Today there was a large youth walkout. Yesterday there was actions. The day before that there was actions. Yesterday I can't remember specifically actually, but Sunday there was a caravan, a car protest that pulled up to the interim police chief Amelia Huffman's house around Lake of the Isles. There's been city press conferences that have been disrupted. There has been community press conferences and family press conferences from the family of Amir Locke. Amir Locke was killed February 2nd, 2022, just last week at before 7 o'clock a.m. during a no-knock warrant.
What's his name? Say his name.
The killer was Mark Hanneman. Mark Hanneman used to work with the Hutchinson Police Department and was involved in giving drugs, illicit drugs like cocaine, crack, and heroin to Occupy protesters in 2012 as part of this drug recognition evaluator program. He faced a little bit of consequence, and from there he's now been a Minneapolis police officer. He was a SWAT officer for a few years and received dozens of trainings of SWAT and use of force and weapons tactics. That's Mark Hanneman. Other officers involved in the SWAT team were definitely involved in other quite frightful displays of violence against the community here in Minneapolis. So if you want to know more about that, check out our website, unicornriot.ninja. We have a couple articles on Hanneman and on the other SWAT officers, as well as the body cam footage that was released last week, the day after Amir Locke was killed. There's a new post up with new photos by Chris June, as well as two new posts up. There's one on the protests and there's one on the no-knock warrants that was signed by Judge Cahill. So check those out at our website. Check out our Twitter feed, _ninja. Check out our Facebook, Vimeo, and YouTube as well, and Instagram, unicorn.riot. All right, you all, take care. Have a good night. We will continue to have more coverage from this tragic incident that's affecting this community in Minneapolis, that being the Amir Locke killing, coming up in the next weeks. You all take care. Have a good night. If you like our work and you're financially able, think about supporting us at unicornriot.ninja/donate. And thank you so much, Dan, for running the back end. You can take us down. You all take it easy. Peace.